What's happening YouTube? Hashtag Tom here and welcome back to another video on the channel. Now today is the analysis of FUT Champions Cup 3. Now if you haven't already seen them, I've released 2 vlogs around the FUT Champions Cup 3. The link to both of them vlogs will be in the description. Today we're going to be breaking down and analysing the games, looking what we could have done better, looking what we've done well, trying to show how I think when I play these games of FIFA, so something a little bit different to what I usually do on the channel. So if any of you aren't familiar with the FUT Champions Cup 3 format, well the FUT Champions Cups we play in every year, I'm going to put a graphic on the screen now to describe how it goes. Basically, it's 1,024 players in Europe competing online against each other, trying to get the top 6, which then goes into another tournament in 2 weeks' time. It is a double elimination format, so to get through to top 6, you need to be in the winners round 9 or the losers round 16. The games I'm going to be analysing are from 5-0, so I've already won my first 5 games on Saturday, but I've decided not to analyse them, as some of the games I won like 7-0 or 5-0, and I think we won't really learn much from them. I wanted to show the second day, because realistically, if you're playing people that are also 5-0 winners, that's when the games get hard, that's when they get very, very exciting to watch as well. There's a lot of goals that went in, and I thought they'd be better to break down as you start to understand the mistakes I make and the good things I do to get in good situations, whereas I don't think there's much point in me showing you me being 6-1 or 7-1 up in a game. So without further ado, we're going to jump straight into game number 6. So we're straight into game number 6 against GS Maruf. You can see here he's got Cristiano Ronaldo Team of the Year, Vieira, Bruno Player of the Month. It's a very, very good team. It's what we expect, it's what most pros have. And the first half was a non-event really. I managed to get the goal at the break of half-time. A little bit lucky with my shot selection there. I didn't choose right. I managed to get the deflection and pass it back to Mbappe. 1-0 up at half-time. Playing pretty well, but I didn't create too much. Luckily, we got that goal. Into the second half now. Play it short from a corner, which we always do in FIFA 21. You're not really ever going to want to cross it in the box too much. Heading is not too effective. However, he intercepts the ball there, and I make a big mistake pulling out Cancelo too early, and I don't pressurise the ball, but I don't mark the man, and it means he can get through my defence. It's a really bad goal on my end. It's awful defending. The way I pulled out the centre-back, or Cancelo, is unacceptable really. We're breaking straight through though. We made that third man run with Hullet, as you can see. I get a little bit lucky with the shot as it goes under Varane, but that third man run from Hullet perfectly takes away a defender. But Maruf is not going anywhere. He's back again. He's got another man over. He plays a nice 1-2. Bruno Fernandes gets the goal, and we're into the second leg at 2-2. He plays a through ball here. My Varane does that through ball glitch. I absolutely hate through balls this year. Luckily, his CR7 takes too big of a touch, and it's half-time 0-0. So all to play for in the second half of the second leg. I'm building up my attack, trying to get a few runs. Manual run there to try and make him change player. Works pretty well. Neymar looking for goal, goes for a shot cancel, and then I managed to get the shot off. He was backing off, and I thought, you know what, why not? Just get your shot off, see what happens. It works well. We play a nice 1-2 there between Neymar and Firmino. I'm always triggering the player runs with L1. That is how I'm getting my players to move quite a lot. I use L1 and R1 a significant amount. He pulls a goal back from a corner. This is Team of the Year CR7. Only Team of the Year CR7 can jump like that, I promise you. He's the only reason the corners are effective. I don't think it works for anyone else. However, we do manage to pull away in the 83rd minute. A nice little move there to get us in the lead, and then Adama is going to give us a sensational chip to finish the game. I knew the game was wrapped up. I thought, you know what, we can try the chip. It comes off perfectly that time. If it was 3-3, I don't think I would have done that. So we're now into game 7 against Empire Maru. As we can see on the screen, he has Vieira, CR7, Mbappe, Neymar. It's not the best team. It's very, very good, but considering how much pros invest in the game, it's not that good. Mbappe drags one wide early doors, disappointing. We mark the through ball here. Varane with a clean tackle gets given us a free kick. I was a little bit disappointed with that at the time. He plays it short, and I'm thinking, okay, I've marked everything here. Nothing can really affect me. And then he goes for goal with a finesse. I don't really see goals like that. Let me know in the comments if you wrap many finesses in. I'm not really using them, but they clearly work. We get a very, very, very lucky penalty there. That is not a penalty under any circumstances. The refs on FIFA 21 are just unbelievable. We go down the middle and we get the equaliser. I've got to tuck it away. It's a competitive game, unfortunately, but yeah, very, very bad. And then straight after, we get a nice little run with Mbappe again. He goes around the keeper. What I would always say, if I had one bit of advice, when you get in one-on-one, always look for the keeper movement and trying to ball roll the keeper, because ball rolling the keeper gives you that open goal. I see a lot of people taking one-on-ones where they shoot and the keeper saves it. Just try and ball roll him, stop sprinting, ball roll around the keeper, and you'll have a better opportunity. So 60th minute here, we're building forward with Neymar, always looking dangerous on the edge of the box, trying to work a pass, plays it back down to CR7. Good save from Pope. Pope at his near post. You just can't get round him. However, Marou's not going anywhere, and this is a great goal, to be fair. I think this is a very, very good goal. I don't tackle manually enough with my centre-back, and he elasticos me. So it's now 2-2 into the second leg. And Marou's looking dangerous. This guy is very, very, very good. However, that is a little bit of a glitch with a bridge. I thought that had got patched, but sometimes it still happens. And then we go into our favourite goal here. That is my favourite goal of the weekend. It's the manual run and then the quick 1-2s. I think it's just really nice FIFA. Not too many glitches, what we normally see, or not too many meta goals. Just good passing football. I was very, very happy with that goal. So we're now at 3-3 and we're feeling good. However, great scoop turn. He scores again. We are in a tough, tough game here. 4-3 down, and it's now the 66th minute. We get the overlapping run from St. Maximin, obviously using L1 again to trigger these. Nice little heel to heel. Little bit of luck with the ball to Mbappe, but a nice bit of composure to use double A over, and it's a goal. Hullet then goes forward, and he tackles me there with Mendy, as you can see. Hullet goes bundling over. We get a penalty, which I think was actually a penalty this time. CR7, I don't go down the middle. I go the other way. 5-4. Game is done. We're into winners round 8, but that was very, very tough. Marou was a very, very good player. And we're now into winners round 8 against Mert, and what a team he has here. Pele, CR7, Mbappe, Klosterman, Varane. It's unbelievable. Mert is a very, very good player as well. I've had a lot of tough games. He small bridges me early doors there, straight through my legs. I don't think there's a way to defend that in FIFA 21, I'll be honest. But we're using them manual runs again. Mbappe on the edge of the box. Little bit unfortunate, but he gives the ball straight to me. Good press from Neymar. I don't think he saw him come in, and we've equalised. It's Hullet now into Mbappe, and I'm trying to get them runs going again. That's the main thing in my gameplay. Just a lot of runs, everyone running everywhere, so I have numerous different options. Hullet on that overlap, gets the goal, and we're 2-1 up. That's what we love to see. Mbappe here using the shot cancel effectively. I think it still sticks to your feet pretty well. It doesn't have the same animation that it used to, but I definitely recommend shot cancel. I do think they work pretty nicely. Davis with the overlapping run. Ball drops to Bobby Firmino, and we're 4-1 up at the end of the first leg. Good stuff all around, really. And then we go into the second leg, and Murtau's very, very dangerous. I know even at 4-1, this game is not over. He gets an equaliser here from the rebound. Pretty unfortunate with Mendy. Mendy is one player that lets me down a little bit. I think the 83 Mendy is behind the curve for the pro scene. So hopefully I can get rid of him. Mbappe, we used a small bridge in our favour there. The small bridge is also the directional nutmeg. If you are looking to do that skill, it's the directional nutmeg. I would definitely recommend looking that up. It is a skill that a lot of pros use this year. He uses a bit of agile dribbling to get the shot opportunity. Nice little rebound as well. But he works it nicely for the other pass, and it's 5-3. Still a very, very good game. However, we got last attack in the 45th minute. Neymar again. We don't do much there. It's pass and move. Just that little bit of extra spice in the box. Not holding sprint when we get there. Nice and composed, and it's a goal. We get very, very lucky here. I try the small bridge, but the press is on again. I think my high press worked pretty well in this game. At 4 goals up, we should be cruising, but I know with Murtau, he's always going to come back. He's a great goal scorer. He gets one straight from kickoff, and we're in a game and a half, really. But luckily, it finished 7-4. GG's to Murtau. Very, very good player this year. And then winners round 9, we play Dux ADRIMAANOI, who is ranked 2nd in Europe. Probably the best player in Europe, the most consistent anyway. You can see his team here. CR7, Mbappe, Bruno. He's got an unbelievable team, as they all do. I say it every single time, but I knew ADRIMAANOI was going to be hard. You can see here, he's wrapping finesses off early doors. He's dangerous going forward. And I didn't start very well in this first leg. He gets the directional nutmeg again, that little speed boost to get away from me, and goes 1-0 up. We're not playing well at all in this game for some reason. I really couldn't get going for a long while. Hullet there, triggering the run with Mbappe. Mbappe peels off the holding midfielder, and we get the equaliser. Pretty basic goal, but it's always them runs. I'm telling you, they're the main thing to use. Renato Sanchez now breaking forward. ADRIMAANOI is very good on the counter-attack. As you can see, he passed that ball, and this is a great finish. Good composure. He ball rolls it and then chips me as well for good measure. Very, very, very good goal. 2-1 to ADRIMAANOI, and then he's coming forward again. We don't get the tackle there, which is unfortunate, but we don't respond well enough. He hits me with another directional nutmeg. a ball roll around the keeper again. It's one feature of a lot of pros games that you should probably learn if you want to improve at FIFA. And we go in 3-1 down. 3-1 down. However, I use McGeady cancel and the Cricketer cancel to create some space. Renato Sanchez on the edge of the box. Neymar with a great fake shot comes inside. That near post angle still working well. And we're now back into the game. However, ADRIMAANOI hits me with a special goal here. I wouldn't ever see this before. I don't even know. I don't know. I always try to blame myself, but sometimes I just don't know. We're down by 2 now into the second half, and we're going to need a big comeback to come back because, as I said, ADRIMAANOI one of the best players. We used the ball roll scoop to get away from the defender there. St. Maximin is driving us forward. I'm looking for a few options, triggering runs. Hullet and Sanchez sitting on the edge. We get that run with Mbappe, get the shot off, and we're back in the game. It's now in the 80th minute, and I've gone gung-ho here. I use directional nutmeg. I don't do it very well, but it gets the luck past the centre-back, and we've equalised. It's now going into extra time. I promise you, there's 2 things. Directional nutmeg, ball roll around keeper. And then it's now 4-4. We're going into extra time, and for the first time, I get the lead. We use the ball roll scoop again into our favourite. Adama with a great run and a little double A pass across the box to get the goal. And then straight from kickoff, unfortunately, ADRIMAANOI is not going anywhere. Showing how good he is. I think this through ball is a little bit lucky in my opinion, as I do track it with James, but somehow he just doesn't reach it. And it's now 5-5, and we're going to pens. It's a penalty shootout between me and ADRIMAANOI. If I win this, I'm guaranteed top 3. If I lose this, I'm guaranteed top 6. For pens, I was feeling pretty composed. My main aim is to try and always hit it in corners. If I'm going to go into either side, I've got to hit the corner. It's the main thing I'm thinking about when I'm doing this. We both go middle first, which is very rare. Adama gets his luck here, and then we managed to save one of his penalties. And I soon realised that ADRIMAANOI didn't feel comfortable hitting it in the corners, which I used to my advantage. I knew that if he was going to aim the ball, it would not go in the corners. And I think we have the same thing here, where he actually does put one, but I knew he didn't feel too comfortable in it. I don't know why. I just knew that he wasn't too comfortable hitting corners. He gets a shot off, and it doesn't go in the corner there. We get the save with Pope, and we win. We are now guaranteed top 3, and we go into the broadcast, which is 2 weeks later. And now, 2 weeks later, we are playing the winners final against Levy de Word. I knew this was going to be tough. It's very weird coming into a tournament, and you're straight into a final. I've never ever played like that before. And I don't really like it, but this year I have to suck it up, get on with it. It is what it is. We started okay against Levy, but my shot selection was not great. As you can see there with CR7, I could definitely do a little bit more. Levy nearly scores himself, and I was a little bit disappointed because I had some good areas and some good spaces here, but I don't use them properly. Very poor shot selection there, going down the middle, when really I probably a little bit more composure to work a better space was definitely needed. Again here with Mbappe, that could potentially go in, but again, the shot selection is not great. And then Levy finally breaks a deadlock in what I think is a little bit lucky with the way it goes around Pope, but it's a great pass into Davis, so we can't complain too much. He then cancels his skill move, and he's got an extra man over here. You'll see at the back post, Lozano, and I don't press with Davis. I sit off when I shouldn't, and Levy goes 2-0 up. Completely my fault. However, we have a great chance at the end of the first leg to equalise, but Neymar, it's another save from Pope. And it's not great. We're 2-0 down in the winners' final against Levy, and I need to pull something out the bag. And let myself down at this game very badly with my shot selection. I'm still annoyed about it to this day. We had to put team press on late into the second half. Again, Mbappe, that's the one that should go in my opinion. That's the one chance where I felt really hard done by. That should go in. But yeah, there's not too many highlights from this game. Levy played a possession style of play, which is fair enough. At the time, I was a little bit annoyed. You'll see my reaction here. I started yawning to the camera, but you can understand I'm under a lot of pressure, and losing like that when someone's keeping the ball is hard to play against. And yeah, I wanted to say GG's to Levy about that. A lot of people at the time took it the wrong way, and I can see why, but gotta understand, I was frustrated with the way I played. Levy kept a lot of possession on me as well, and it's frustrating. It's a frustrating thing to happen. I wasn't really too happy with myself as well, and I think that boiled over a little bit. I made a tweet or two about it, but yeah, GG's to Levy. We now drop into the loser bracket final. So losers bracket against Andoni. He'd come in a lot hotter than me. He'd just played, and unfortunately I hadn't, but you know, these things happen. We start pretty well though. I like our start against Andoni. I managed to come out and play a little bit better. I was creating chances there. I rushed that shot a little bit, but it still goes in. and we get the first goal. It's a great little movement from Neymar to come off, and I started feeling myself. After I got the first goal, I started feeling like how I usually play, and I definitely noticed a big boost in my confidence here. Getting that first goal in a tournament is always big. You can see we're very patient in our build-up, and then we get very, very, very lucky there. That is a very lucky goal. I have no words for that. I can't explain, sometimes in FIFA I can't explain things, and that is one of them times. We nearly go 3-0 up in what I think should be a penalty, as you can tell by my quite animated face. Then Andoni gets the goal here. I'm too busy tracking the through ball, and it leaves the space open. So it's now 2-1, and we're back into a game just after it could have been 3-0. Dharma's looking dangerous. Firmino is looking dangerous. Little heel to heel, nice. Good save. I think Firmino could have done a little bit better there, but it's not the end of the world. He hits me a directional nutmeg. I have to give away the free kick, and he's going to cross this in as it is the last chance of the first leg. The first leg that I think I played pretty well in. He gets the head up. Good save from Pope. And that is all she wrote for the first leg. We go into this and we manage to get the third goal here. Renato, as you can see, I like building up. I like triggering runs. Trigger run with Mbappe there. And it's a goal. I want to get a replay on this so we can watch it again. If we slow this down, you can see exactly where I press L1. Once I get the ball with Hullet and there's not much movement elsewhere. I just wanted to highlight the run. I trigger the run with Mbappe, and it means that he gets onto his centre-back. I can do the fake shot and I can get the goal. I just wanted to show you a slowed down version of the runs I'm talking about. They can definitely help when players say, oh, my players aren't moving and things like that. Definitely use the L1 and R1. L1 calls them long, R1 calls them short. Here we can see I've managed to beat Andoni 3-1 in the end. It was not many chances after that. I was pretty happy with myself, but I knew there was business to be done still. We're now into the grand final against Levy, so I get a second chance at beating him. However, one thing to note before we get into this is I need to win 2 best of 2s. Levy needs to win 1 because he's come through the winners bracket. That is the advantage that he holds. We started this very, very well as well. Mbappe with the ball here, making some space. Great little double wide back heel through to Neymar. I saw Neymar open up. It's a good little pass, and we go 1-0 up in the final. This one, I'm offside, but you can see with the McGeady cancels, the movement, the passing, I'm definitely playing much better than I did in the first time that I played Levy, where I really didn't do myself much justice. Neymar managed to pull away from Walker there. I win the ball back, but there's not really much opportunity. So I go back to Sanchez, just a little recycle pass, keep the attack moving, but you've got to keep looking dangerous. Got to look like you're always wanting to do something, as we do here with Mbappe, and then Neymar peels off perfectly for me. We go 2-0 up in 20 minutes. Absolutely flying. 35th minute, we managed to defend an attack, and then we're looking dangerous. You can see I've triggered Mbappe's run. I'm looking for that through ball. He runs across the centre-back, and we're in. A little fake shot to give me that boost. A ball roll as he moves the keeper. And we're 3-0 up within 36 minutes. Playing very, very well right now. You can score too early. You can go ahead too early. And I think that might be what happens here. I think I deserve this goal. Mbappe, to be fair, it's a 50-50 chance. It hits the bar. It's Mbappe's weak foot. So it's bad. It's tough to take. But I understand that that's not great. And the through ball, my Reece James sort of gets out of the way. But it's 1 through ball each. So it's not too bad. And then we're 3-1 now. And we get the pass into Adama. And Nick Pope pulls off an absolute wonder save to keep it at 3-1 going into the second leg. I feel like it could have been 4-1 potentially with one of them 2 chances, but you know, these things happen. I've still got a 2-goal lead as we go into the second leg. I mess up this here, and Levy is going to score another through ball. He plays R9. My James, I read it. I thought he was going to go the other way. I read it completely wrong. Save that time from Nick Pope to keep it at 3-1, but I was in trouble. I could tell I was in trouble from here. I mess up my offside trap and I pull out James too early. He goes through. It's an easy finish from there. And it's completely my mistake. I'd made a bad mistake. And all of a sudden, it's 3-2 at half-time the second leg. And we now have a game on our hands. I have let him back in when really I shouldn't. And as you can tell by these highlights, I don't create anything. Levy tears me apart with the third goal. And we're now equal. Which is completely fair because I just don't create anything. This is what we call FIFA. Still hurts to watch that. And then we've got constant press on. As you can see, we've only got 20 minutes to get a goal. And I am massively exposed at the back. He does a great manual run here to pull off his R9 to keep him onside. He gets the goal, and at 5-3, it's game, set, and match. I very much let myself down in the second leg. We can see Levy's celebrations here. Fair play to him. GG's. He deserved the win, to be honest. I disappointed myself with the way I played second leg. You would see no highlights from the second leg because I didn't create anything. It was completely my fault. Something went wrong. I don't really know yet. I mean, I still need to watch the game back properly because it's hard. It's hard. I haven't got a coach this year. So sometimes when I watch these sort of games, it's hard for me to understand what exactly went wrong. How I went 3-0 up to 5-3 down over the span of 2 legs. I can't quite put a finger on it. But yeah, there we go. We finished top 2. We got $12,000 for finishing second. Unfortunately, not the first, but we finished 3rd in Foot Cup 2. We finished 2nd in Cup 3. There's slight progress there, but I'm very disappointed that I haven't got a trophy out of either of them 2 tournaments because I feel like mainly it's my fault. I let myself down in certain occasions. It was the way I played as much as anything. That is where I'm going to end the video. I hope you all enjoyed watching it. We go again for the Spurs E-Premier League qualifier coming on Wednesday. I'll be vlogging that, and then Foot Cup 4 is on the Saturday. So a lot more competitive stuff coming. If you did enjoy this video, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. Something a little bit different for you. Until next time, I will catch you all very soon.